Now here's a subject I'm real excited to talk about. Don't seem too overeager, Jess. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over my top 10 fangirl crushes. You guys already know a few of the characters slash actors I have a mad crush on. There might be some surprises in this list for you, maybe. I don't know, but these are my top 10 in no particular order really, except for the first two. Super duper fangirl crushes. Here's a list of cute boys, okay? My number one fangirl crush is, I paused because I feel like you guys already know what it is, so I was just gonna wait for you to say it. Did you say it? Did you say Negan? Negan from The Walking Dead. Should come as a shock to absolutely zero of you. I am so in love with Negan. I'm so in love with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Really, I kind of fell in love with him as the comedian in Watchmen. Now that he's Negan, I'm just, I love him so much. Paid a ridiculous amount of money to meet him at Horror Hound Cincinnati last year. It was wonderful. I got to hug him twice because I blinked in the first picture. So pro tip, if any of you guys are doing a photo op, if you blink, you get to get another hug if that's what you're into. I feel really awkward talking about this. I love Negan. I hope they never kill him. I hope they never kill him. To me now, he's the most interesting part of The Walking Dead. Just saying. My number two fangirl crush, yet again, should come as no surprise to you guys whatsoever, but it is Chief Hopper from Stranger Things. Now, I did shell out less money than Jeffrey Dean Morgan to meet him last weekend, but it was still like a significant chunk of change. And again, worth every penny. David Harbour is a national treasure. His panel was hilarious. He just seems really happy to be doing what he's doing. He seems really proud of the work he's doing on the show, and I think that's super cool. We're not talking about David Harbour as a person, we're talking about Chief Hopper. He is an incredibly flawed, kind of tragic character, but he's so willing to put himself on the line for the sake of everyone else. He's blunt, he's smart, and he looks good in the uniform. My next fangirl crush is Kylo Ren from Star Wars.
Reach the wizard.
I got a lot of crap for having a crush on Kylo Ren when The Force Awakens came out. I had been watching Adam Driver and Girls, so I already really liked him as an actor, but the character of Kylo is just so emo. He's so emo and moody and again flawed. He's being pulled in two different directions. Really, I've got a thing for the tragically flawed. But it wasn't until The Last Jedi that I feel like everybody else finally started to hop on board the Kylo train. He was shirtless in the movie. It was appreciated. And he had this really fascinating relationship with Rey where you couldn't tell exactly where it was going to go. I really wanted them to be like romantic. My number four fangirl crush is Alcide Hervo from True Blood. Let's be real, Joe Manganiello might be the most beautiful man that has ever walked this earth. I feel like that's just a fact. His character in True Blood was, compared to the vampire characters, compared to Bill and Eric, just really normal. He was a normal werewolf. He was just kind of like a regular guy who happened to be a werewolf. He was ready to take care of Sookie. He was a man of action. God bless that werewolf in the flannel shirt. I love Joe Manganiello, and I'm really excited to see Rampage because Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Joe Manganiello are in the movie together. The first time we saw the trailer for Rampage, Chad and I were in the theaters and he turned to me and he was like, I guess we're seeing that. Mr. Crane is very aware of my crushes on fictional characters, so it's cool. My next fangirl crush is Dr. Stephen Strange. I am honestly not the biggest fan of Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't dislike him by any means. I just never got into Sherlock, and I don't know. I don't know that much about him as an actor. I feel like all the things people really love him for the most part, I didn't get into. I'm not in it for the Cumberbatch. I really like the character of Doctor Strange. To be able to have that kind of power and to change people's like perceptions of things and just be he's the freaking Sorcerer Supreme. How could you not? How could you not? He's a Sorcerer Supreme with gorgeous salt and pepper hair, and I am here for it. My next fangirl crush, I'm like afraid to tell you guys this one. I have a crush on Kilgrave from Jessica Jones. That awful, awful man. I like him. Really like the color purple. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Also very much love David Tennant. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and I mean, who doesn't love the 10th Doctor? But I didn't necessarily have a crush on him. Watching Doctor Who, it wasn't until Jessica Jones that I started like feeling David Tennant as Kilgrave. And I honestly, I couldn't tell you why. I don't know why. That's a bad character. That's a bad dude. I don't have daddy issues. I have a very loving husband who is nothing like these characters. My next fangirl crush is from Game of Thrones, and that was a hard category to narrow down. But I picked Jaime Lannister. We're just gonna forget that part where he pushed the kid out the window, okay? Just erase that. That character has been on a hell of a journey since the show started, and I feel like he's a completely different person now than he was in the beginning. I did not have a crush on him in the beginning. I have a full-blown crush on him now. He's also going to Cincinnati Comic Expo, so might be shelling out for that. Besides the fact that he looks like a damn Disney prince, I've just grown to really love this character. It will break my heart if he dies. I'm sure Cersei will kill him. Probably. Or he will kill Cersei, hopefully. All I know is that Jaime Lannister is fine as hell, and he always pays his debts. My next fangirl crush is an OG, and this is the only crush I have that I love so much. I have branded myself with this person. It is David Bowie as Jareth the Goblin King from Labyrinth. If you guys don't know, this tattoo I have right here is Jareth. I love that movie. I have pretty much my entire life. I think the thing that makes me have a crush on him is his swagger. Like, he's got style, man. He's totally androgynous, which I dig. I really like the fact that we could like snuggle and then do each other's makeup. I really like a man who isn't afraid to explore his feminine side, and Jareth just does that. David Bowie does that. He's a freaking legend. I know some of you guys had crushes on him. I know you did. We have another Star Wars character on my list of crushes, and that is Obi-Wan Kenobi. However, this is the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan from basically every movie he's in except for Phantom Menace. Buzz cut in the braid wasn't really doing it for me. I need the bearded Kenobi.
Reach the wizard.
I keep hearing these rumors that he's going to come back as Obi-Wan and they're going to do standalone movies. I am really excited at the prospect of this. He's just damn adorable. He's so cute as Obi-Wan. He has this great power, but he uses it wisely. He's a good guy. One of the only like genuinely good guys on this list, probably. And my final fangirl crush is Thor. Although, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like every Avenger is going to be on there. That's just how it is. I have a crush on Thor because I want to be him, basically. I'm obsessed with the female version of Thor. I would, like, that's a dream cosplay of mine. I'd love to do that. And nobody trying to argue that Chris Hemsworth is fine. I know in one breath I'm talking about how I am drawn to like androgyny and men who will explore their feminine side. But in the next breath, I'm about to tell you I like Thor because he is a man. That's a manly man. And I just think he's, especially in Ragnarok, he's funny and he's cool. And I want to be Thor. So that was extremely hard for me to nail down and very awkward for me to film, and probably will be equally as awkward to edit. I just have a lot of feelings about fictional characters, okay? Totally normal. I do have a few honorable mentions. Obviously Captain America. I love Killmonger in Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan. Luke Skywalker was one of my very, very, very first crushes. I don't really have a crush on Luke Skywalker anymore though. I just thought I should throw him in there because the first time I saw Star Wars, I was like, Luke, that's my boyfriend. Sirius Black, but more specifically, Sirius Black in that scene where he is like shirtless in that fur coat kind of does it for me. And then the cartoon Fox Robin Hood, which I feel like I bring up in more videos than I probably should. So that's gonna do it for today's train wreck of a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below who you crush on. Boys, girls, whatever. I could honestly make a whole other list for girls if you want to see that. Let me know in the comments down below. Although I do kind of feel like maybe I already did with my females in fandom video. But if you want more, I can make that happen. Hit subscribe if you guys want to keep hanging out. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you in another video. Bye! I hope I just didn't come off like a total horn dog during this whole thing, basically. Ugh.